Happy Wednesday! It is Wednesday, April the 1st, 2020, and we are about to kick off another great day in science. Welcome back, Purdue, JSU, Notre Dame, and Lehman College. So, for your do now comes the interesting part. You just created a freshwater collection system in Tuesday's lesson. You put forth all of your brain cells to save the people of East Ferris. And now comes the fun part in science, constructive criticism. Yes, it happens a lot. So now that you've created your freshwater collection system, the people of East Ferris have actually responded in our do now. So let's take a look and see what's going on. Imagine that you just built your freshwater collection system in East Ferris Island. Residents have started to report that the water is mostly fresh, but still tastes a little salty. Explain how you could fix your freshwater collection system by answering the questions below. Now, first of all, don't get in your feelings because I see a few of you getting upset, rolling your eyes. But look, it happens, okay? In science, we do so much to try to help people, but sometimes those things don't work, and that's okay. We have to work towards always perfecting our work to make sure that we're making the most effective solutions as possible for the people that we're trying to serve. So, the first section, you're keeping certain things consistent with your freshwater collection system. In other words, some things in your freshwater collection system, you know you're going to keep the same. So, we are going to actually address that by answering these questions. What will you keep the same in your freshwater collection system? You have space here where you can type. Why did you choose to keep these things the same? So, in other words, explain to us why these particular things that you listed right here are not the problem that's causing the water to still be a little bit salty. Okay. Then moving down to making improvements. This is where you talk about all the things that you will fix in order to make the water a lot more fresh and way less salty. What will you change in your freshwater collection system? So, what are the things that you think that you should substitute out for other materials? And if you know what you're going to substitute for another material, write that new material down. Maybe I'm going to substitute my filter for blank, whatever it is. Then, how do you think these changes will improve your freshwater collection system? You are to write your ideas here. Do now, silent and solo, pause the video, then go. Pens and pencils down, eyes on me in 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Gabby. Thank you, Arabelle. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Malachi. So we are now on the next page, which starts with check for your understanding. This is the exact same thing that we have done at the end of previous chapters in class. The only thing is it looks a lot more colorful. Okay, so this is where I get a chance to understand what you understood well in this chapter of our unit and what things that maybe I need to go back and reteach. So I want you to be as honest as possible. You are going to read the following statements in the column that's highlighted in yellow. And then if you understood, then you're going to maybe make an X, or you can actually color in if you want to. So let's say that the first question says, first statement says, I understand why East Ferris is having a water shortage. So I'm going to put my cursor where it says yes. And then if pink is my favorite color, I'll fill it in with pink. Next one, let's say it's no. I'm going to put my cursor where no is. And then let's say I want to choose green. So I'll filter in with green. Okay? There we go. All right. And then at the bottom, once you finish answering all of these questions, what are you still wondering about East Ferris Island? You will write your response here. I will make sure that I take out these lines because I know that it's been troublesome for a lot of us who are logging on and doing our packets online. So by the time you get this, the lines right here will be gone. Flipping to the next page in 3, 2, 1. We are on our exit ticket. Our exit ticket is a little bit different than what we did in the last activity. So it says answer the questions in complete sentences, create a diagram to support your answer. So we have a new scenario. Imagine that a town is thinking about collecting water that contains harmful substances. Harmful substances. Treating the water and then reusing it as drinking water. Do you support this idea? Why or why not? Now, the answer seems pretty easy, but a lot of you will have to recall way back to a few weeks ago when we actually talked about this. This is not so clear and cut. This is not so clearly stated. So you have to actually think about why or why not this would be a good resolution. Okay? So then what you'll do is you'll copy and paste any picture that goes along with your statement right here. Or if you're printing this out, feel free to just draw your diagram like normal. Okay? Well, thank you so much to everyone who is attending office hours. I really appreciate all of you who are staying on top of your work, making sure that you're turning things in on time. And shout out to you who are even doing it before my office hours end at 3 o'clock. If you have any questions, feel free to see me during office hours. I look forward to seeing all of your great responses, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.